check-off list. Now this is where we get serious with numbers. Boy, howdy. Here they are, right there. So this is the black line. And this one was modified one year because I had 31 students, so I just got rid of the numbers I didn't need to keep it kind of cleaned up. And it does come with a big blank space at the top, and I recommend you put something there. Don't leave it just blank. Otherwise, it looks like a government form. And I usually recommend just put a letterhead up there. Letterheads look kind of cool, kind of official. And we're going to use that checkoff list to collect assignments. And within a couple of weeks, I got students using checkoff lists to gather things up for us. It's amazing. Numbers allow students to help out so much, I couldn't believe it. High achiever, low achiever, it don't matter. We all know numbers. We all know that. So I'm collecting a book report. And by the way, when the book report was due, we'd always start a book report on Monday, and it was always due Thursday by 2, which gave me an extra day to follow up if they didn't have it. But on Thursday, the due date, I'm wearing a little name tag thing, which I got from one of our visitors. Because our class used to be a demonstration lab at our school. And so when you came to our office, this is years ago, and you signed in, they gave you a little name tag thing. You had to put your name in there. And every time the visitor would come into our room, it was amazing how attracted the kids were to the little name tag thing. It was the funniest thing. I thought, you know what? That's a kid magnet. So it was Thursday, recess. Book report due by 2 that day. So I went to the office at recess. I said, hey, Mary, can I get one of those little name tag things? Oh, no, those are for our visitors. Yeah, I visit every day. Could I have one of those? She goes, no, that comes out of our 85J-905 stroke budget, you know. It's like, never mind. So I went back to the room, got it from our visitor. Don't go back by the office, I'll be looking for this. And I wrote book report in it and wore it. And the funniest reaction for the rest of the day. Students coming to see me about stuff, and they'd be going, book report. I'm going to go work on my book report. Nonverbal communication. Anyway, so it's all set up and ready to go. And as students finish, if they're done with it, bring it to me. Bring it to me. It can go in a box lid. It doesn't matter. And I'm drawing a line through the number. And when I checked at 2 o'clock, this is what I saw. And there's actually a little key at the bottom of the black line. So we can see that a couple students are absent, the triangle. But there are students who are not done, and it's 2 o'clock. And I've got to address that issue. But I don't want to address everybody. All right, do I have everybody's? They're not going to tell you. And all you're saying is, I don't know what's going on here. Haven't got a clue. Somebody help this man. No, 3 kids weren't done. Stephen, Krista, and my buddy Calvin. And now that it's 2, I just called those 3 kids over. Book reports, they're due. And Stephen's going, oh, I'm sorry, I got mine. And he brings it back. Draw a line through his number. He's gone. Krista brings hers over. Boom, gone. Calvin, I don't have it. And what I'm going to do is just circle the number as a reminder to me, you're not done with that. And I'm going to tell him, take that home and finish it, bring it back tomorrow. Okay. No, tell me. They're called I statements. They can't just agree. They got to make a statement about what they're going to do. Tell me you're going to bring that back. I'm going to bring it back. Good boy. I'll check tomorrow. And what I do is put that on my desk as a reminder tomorrow. Because if I say take it home and finish it and bring it back tomorrow and I don't follow up, I'm violating that principle. And who wants to carry all that stuff in your head? You can't. Don't even try. And it doesn't have to be paper. It doesn't have to be paper. Here's the Tools and Toys book. One of the 5 chapters, and there's always a table of contents on the back of my books. One of them is about student number tools. So it doesn't have to be a flat, static piece of paper. You can have fun. Like this one, numbered clothespins around a box lid. Now this is mainly elementary. This is how we were collecting some language assignment, I think daily oral language at the time. So students would finish the assignment, put it in the box lid, take the clothespin off the box lid, drop it into the coffee can to indicate they were done. And what was funny was, because when you try new ideas, you're not really sure what you're going to get out of the whole deal. So I set this all up, and they already knew the number stuff. So I just showed them, hey, here's a new way of doing it, number clothespins, here's how you do it. Well, I didn't anticipate the fact that the first clothespins that go in the can hit the bottom of the can, and it's a metal can. So we had it set up for the first time. They're all working away. I got some music playing lightly in the background. And we're about 5 minutes into it, and we heard the first student finish. They're all working away. All of a sudden it's like, clunk. Somebody's done? Wow, that's crazy. Whew. Clunk, clunk, ha, ha. Seeing at a glance, you know who's done and who's not done. And now you need someone to reset that for you if there's another student job. And just very quickly, I don't believe in how teachers have done jobs for years and years and years, where you assign some random job, kid gets it for a week, next week he's got a new job. I don't agree with that. What happens is, we're trying to promote responsibility, which I get, and involvement, which I get. But if you've only got the job for a week, you don't get good at it. And just when you got that job down, you're moving on to another one. And what about Calvin, who comes in on Monday and sees he's line leader? You know, he got the big job wheel or the pocket chart thing. He's going, line leader. I can barely take care of myself. And now I'm in charge of these hooligans? And hey, lady, I didn't ask for the job, which means he's going to do a poor job of it. Hey, if you're in charge of the clothespin box, keep it for as long as you want. Because the longer you have that job, the better you get at it. And I'd see kids evolve in their jobs. Hey, Mr. Morris, I was thinking maybe before the time is up, I should go see the kids whose clothespins are still on the box lid to remind them. There you go. Now, you would not have come up with that if you only had the job for a week. Just a thought. Just my opinion. All right, back to the hotel. Secondary, guys. Let's spruce it up a little bit. Let's spruce it up with some colors. Yay. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. And it's just Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Indigo kind of sneaks in there. You can get these at Office Depot, Staples. About 50 cents a piece. You got one for each period. When I was on my leave of absence, I was volunteering at my son's middle school. What a nightmare of interruptions first period was. And just watching the teacher just try and survive the day, because as the periods got, further into the day, things got messier in the room. How great that third period, I look at my nightmare of a desk. I can pick up the yellow folder and know everything I need for third period is in the yellow folder. Serenity now. Elementary guys, think about color coding subjects. Look at this email from a middle school teacher. And look at this great idea from a high school teacher. Hanging file crate right on her desk. A file for each period. For those annoying interruptions, first period. Oh my gosh, I saw so many. From the intercom going off constantly. We had no intercom at my school, thankfully. So Sky Voice is going off. You got pull-out things going on. And then the office helpers, if you were an office helper, I don't mean to offend you, but they so annoyed me. Didn't matter what you were doing, they come right into your room and try and give you stuff. Here you go, announcement, sixth period. And you're thinking, yeah, don't mind me, I'm just teaching. Here, and they won't go away. And you got to take it to get rid of them. Here you go. You go, oh, thanks, announcement. Yeah, sixth period, it's first period, sixth period, great. Yeah, I'm going to put that right over. I'm going to put that right over here. Yeah, there it is. I'll be sure and get to that later. And then sixth period rolls around, you forget all about it. You will remember, though, when the day is over and you bump into the vice principal. Did you make that announcement about scholarship night? Yeah. Should be a huge turnout from my group, yeah. No, she said, I take those things and I pop them right in that file crate. And the announcement paper, I make it stand up on end so it sticks up out of the crate so I don't overlook it. And now teachers being teachers, because when you try new ideas, you will add to them. They'll evolve. Enjoy that process. But let's put folders inside of folders. Although I got to tell you, I like this a lot. Stuff to grade and stuff to return. I love that. unless you like doing this, which I've done way too many times in my career. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I took those paragraphs home last night, and I read through them all, and I put some notes on them, and I'm going to pass them back right now, and we're going to add to that paragraph you wrote. So make sure when you get your paragraph back, you look at the notes, because I wrote some good notes for you, so we're going to add on to that. But you know, I think we're going to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Really, Rick? Really? Really? No, they're right there. And without a system, without a plan, things get emotional, I know that. But what do you do when the student hands you the now finished assignment, which was due earlier, without a plan? It's like, oh yeah, great, let me just toss it in the stack of orphan papers that gets no treatment. The point about having a folder for ungraded assignments that I didn't make but merely implied is this. It's a convenient spot to put those late arriving assignments. You've got to do something with them so that the student gets credit for that hard work, even though it was late arriving. And here's a thought. Maybe think about keeping perfect assignments that have been graded. So you've got one assignment for the past week or so, perfect paper. When you receive a late arriving one, find the matching perfect assignment, give both of those to the student who did that perfect assignment, and ask the student to correct the late arriving one. Save you a bit of time, a bit more student involvement. Just a thought. Hey, thanks for watching.